Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Matt from Grizzled Game Cliches. Today we are playing some more Rimworld. When we last left off, we kind of had a little bit of a base kind of built out. We had sort of a little, sort of like campus type area kind of specified. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unforbid, if I can. Why is it not doing that? Unforbid all these wall sections. Let's see, unforbid. Like so. Yeah, alright, cool. So that way we can go ahead and get our outer perimeter set up. We're also going to want to get a door here to our sort of dining room area kind of set up. We've got hammer. It's kind of mining away. So really, yeah, I mean, we're off to a pretty solid start. I think one of the things I want to do is I want to put a door here, wall here, and here, so that we sort of have a general area. I'm kind of worried about the defenses of this area. Nah, I don't know, because it's kind of like on the outside. It kind of might defeat the purpose of the kill zone. But I'm not necessarily locked into the kill zone yet because, you know, like I said, I've never really done one before, so I'm kind of like, I might do it, I might not. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and speed up time a little bit. One thing I definitely want to do, and this is a modded thing, is all these mushrooms I've got growing kind of all over the place, really. I'm just going to go ahead and harvest those. It's good early source of food. If you're not playing modded, something you're going to want to do is grab these berries. A chunk of spacecraft has landed nearby, so you can deconstruct these for steel and also components. Those are both very important pieces that you're going to want to get because they're pretty much in everything. So one thing we're also going to want to get established eventually is going to be a research bench. Maybe we put that. Well, maybe we do like our crafting area, like crafting / research area over here. But also, I was just thinking. Yeah, I was just thinking about when we get more people, where are we going to expand our bedrooms? Like, we could go this way and expand like bedrooms like upward, and then we can expand like this type of area up here, because I mean really we have quite a bit of space to the north. Are really only things that are going to keep us back, or actually maybe we just go south because we've got this. We've already got this. We can make this bedrooms if we need to. So we could go this direction, which kind of looks more attractive. Kind of like that better, but I mean it kind of defeats the purpose of these outside walls. But I mean we could have, I guess several different levels. I don't know, you know what, one thing at a time, one horrible problem at a time is how we're gonna do this. First of all, let's just get food production set up. How about that? Let's see. So this is where food storage is at. So let's do. You know what? Let's just put our stove right here. You know, whoever's going in to make food can just go into the refrigeration system. That sounds great. So we've got this set up. Let's also do like some furniture. I think we should put a long table with some stools. And I'm going to floor this area. Flooring an area makes it more pretty. So basically, the prettier your area is, the more that people are going to like it, which again, it kind of brings me back to the whole, you know, people being moody as fuck in this game. So So yeah, anyway, yeah, people are pretty moody in this game. You got to keep them happy because otherwise they basically become worthless. And unfortunately, if they become worthless, then it's kind of tough to get anything done. And obviously playing on extreme difficulty, it's going to be hard to get anything done in the first place. So we will see. So we are beginning to build our outer border here. She's going to continue to try and train. So the problem with training animals in this game is that how did you fail again with a 75% chance? We've got some fucking Han Solo odds over here, and you are failing with a 75%. That's just... You should be ashamed of yourself, Leslie. There's no surprise that not only did you get divorced, but you also got rebuffed. Nobody's surprised about that, right? I just want to make that clear. Right now, Leslie is our ugly duckling. She's not like Liz Lemon, who's amazing. Anyway. So yeah, we'll get some decent mushrooms from this, which are a great food source. We'll also get some berries from sending him out. Setting this up is kind of important because I'd love to have this done before our first raid, because our first raid, being that this is extreme, could be, well, for lack of a better word, it could be pretty extreme. So getting all this set up is going to be good. We're also going to probably want to set up preemptively some more wood chopping. So we'll go ahead and get that set up. Chop all the wood that we can. I mean, the good thing about where we're at is that there's going to be plenty of wood to chop. So that'll definitely help us drive our sort of production forward. You know what? Instead of a kill zone, what I might do is I might take some of these granite chunks, which I don't believe people can walk over, and I might just sort of line them up on this area, just for now. Just so that if we do get raided, we might have at least a little bit of cover. Do I really want to do that and then have to move them when I... No, because I'm going to have to move them when I eventually build a wall anyway, so... Yeah, we'll go ahead and not do that. So now is the part where we're going to have to, well, actually we're pretty decent on food for right now, but I might want to set some hunting up just in case. But our hunter is currently wood chopping, which is more important because we need to build this wall. So actually we're going to be fine for just now. I'm kind of concerned about what I'm going to do with this. This might just be like a giant joy area. This is where I might put like some of these things and maybe like the chess table and or the billiards table and things like that. Maybe make this the party area, because I believe you can designate a party area. Yeah. We'll find something to do with this. I feel like I'm also going to just go ahead and preemptively set up like some plant pots. This is going to help keep people's moods up. Maybe put some short tables in there. Well, you know what? I'm not going to go crazy with improving their rooms right now. I feel like there's some more important things. We're eventually going to want to do that because people's moods are going to suffer if we don't. Speaking of this, let's check on everyone. So Leslie, obviously she got divorced and she also got rebuffed. So the rebuff is going to go away, but this is only -5. The divorce, that's going to last a while. Reindahl, of course, because he divorced Leslie, he doesn't really care, I don't think. 8 without table, and he's just feeling bad, which, you know what? I mean, the table thing we're going to fix. The feeling bad, nothing I can do about that, bud. Sorry. Oh, Hammer wants to be together with his bonded animal. Oh, shit. So he has a bond with Kenya, but can I just change that? Master, yeah. We'll change her master to Hammer. So Leslie became her master because she tamed her. But obviously, yeah. So we should be good there. Blah, blah, blah. Wonderful. Wonderful. Leslie is at a minor break risk again because, you know, again, nobody fucking loves Leslie at this point. So somebody love Leslie. Give her something to look forward to in life. That poor woman. That poor, poor woman. I'm gonna kinda... That's good. So we need to construct this field stove, which we need some steel for, which we have plenty. I'm gonna have him prioritize working on the field stove because the sooner that we get that up, the better. We can start making our own meals. I mean, we probably got another 2 days worth of meals, and then we also have these berries and mushrooms, which we can also just eat raw, but I would rather not do that. Our crops are 25% grown. I mean, they're going to grow okay. Our eventual goal is that we're going to want to... Actually, you know what? In this climate, we're probably going to be okay with just farming outside. Normally, I set up some sort of indoor farming solution, but that's also because I tend to play in like ice sheets or some sort of inhospitable environment. I also forgot the other thing that we're going to want to put up to complement this is a butcher table. Butcher table is good because what we can do with that is we can just say butcher creatures forever. So as soon as we have any sort of dead creature in here, the cook is going to go butcher it. We're going to do cook simple meals, and this is in the mod. So if you're playing the base game, you're not going to see this, but I'm going to do them, have it do it 4 times, and then do until you have 12. So 4, 8, 12. So they'll do it, you know, if they're below, basically if they're below 8. They'll cook up to 12. This is just a way to make it so that they're not like, you know, if your par is 10 and then you go down to 9, your cook is immediately going to go stop what he's doing to go make another meal. This is just kind of a way to sort of avoid that, because that gets kind of annoying when your cook literally stops in the middle of whatever the hell they're doing to go make one meal. So we have visitors. Doesn't look like they have anything to sell, so I'm not actually super concerned about them. Eventually what we're going to want is the guys who are going to have things to sell, we're going to want to actually set up sort of guest quarters for them so that they have a nice place to stay. Because one of the mods that I have is that they're going to be very... like, you can basically do things for them. So if they're impressed with what you have and the accommodations that you've given them, that actually does a good amount for the goodwill with them, and then you can recruit people from their faction and you know, things like that. So eventually down the line, once we get our people kind of settled, that is going to be definitely something that we're looking into, you know, into the future. I might also want to start setting up some hunting. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and pick up like this turkey. Let's just do this. We'll go to orders, and then we'll go to hunt. And we'll just pick up a few things like turkey here, squirrel. Oh, hares. I kind of want to breed hares because they breed really fast. So I'm actually just going to go to tame that. Yeah, so that's a male hare. If I can find a female hare, then I think we'll be fine because you can breed them like super fast. The problem is that they require lots of food. So what we could also do... Come on, is there a female hare on this map? What we can do is we could just go ahead and preemptively set up some hay grass, which will be more than enough to sustain some hares. And then that way we'll know that we'll have food year-round. But, I mean, I don't know that we're going to have that huge of a food problem because we're in a climate where I believe we can grow year-round. You know what? Let's do it. I did a playthrough once where I had some nice, I had a good hare farm. Let's do this, and we'll do hay grass. You know, grow some hay. So that one... Yeah, it'd be really nice if we could find a female hare, because then we could have them breed, and... You know the term breed like rabbits. Is that a hare? Are you a female? Why are there all male hares on this map? I mean, come on. just heard one. There we go. What are you? Are you female? Tell me you're female. Female hair, tame. It's kind of all the way across the map, but whatever. We'll deal with it. He is hunting some turkey. Sweet. So we got that set up. So food-wise, I think we'll be perfectly fine. I have no doubt in my mind that food this play around should be fine. You know what I mean? I think we'll be good. I think our biggest problem is going to be security. And in fact, I think I'm just going to go ahead and... I don't know anything about kill zones, but I'm just going to go ahead and make a kill zone. Like so. We'll do... Actually, not even a door. We'll just do an area there. So basically, to get out, you're going to have to go this way. This is going to create kind of a problem for my people, because when they want to get out, they're going to have to travel a little bit of a distance, but also at the same time, when people are coming... Oh, unless they come in from this door. Maybe I should get rid of this door, so that they have to come in from either here or here. Well, but that's also if they... Because when they raid, they have to break the door down. But still, it defeats the purpose if you're doing it here. Like, if... Like, I don't know that this door is really helping us. Like, I feel like we get rid of this door, put a wall here, do this and this. And then, yeah, it kind of creates an issue where my people have to go out a little bit further. But, I mean, also at the same time, we're talking about security here. So I could do, like, keep this here. But then do doors here and here. And then do deadfall traps all along. But I'm also slightly curious if the deadfall traps actually trigger for my people, because I don't want anyone getting hurt. I remember I did one playthrough one time, and I remember one of my guys dying to a deadfall trap. Well, I also feel like we could do something like this, you know, just for... Because if they're going to come out here, we could do, like, you know, set up, like, some sandbags. Maybe, yeah. So that way, you know, if we have people coming through, we just have a little bit of cover, and then they come through here, and we can just shoot them. Again, I'm super, like, anti-Killzone, because I think it's kind of lame, but being that this is my first extreme difficulty playthrough, I'm just gonna roll with it. Yeah, you know what? That's probably fine. Yeah. So we'll get rid of that. We'll do a door here. So the only entrances are here and here. To get in, they're going to have to break through the door. And then deadfall traps, deadfall traps, deadfall traps. I feel like steel deadfall. Man, I really wish I knew whether or not deadfall traps would fall on my own people, because I seem to remember that happening at one point, but maybe one of the mods I have fixed that. You know what? I'm gonna put one in. I'm gonna put one right there, and we'll just try it. We'll just see what happens. We're gonna need a bunch of steel, so we're gonna continue our steel dig this way. Like that, probably like that, and like that. Speed up time a touch. I feel like we're going to need to expand our stockpile a bit. You know what? Let's do our stockpile like that. So when we inevitably need to get more people, we could almost do like another 3 rooms here. You know, like in this area, which I believe that should work. So do boom. Oh, that's only 5. So it'd be a smaller room, but we could also cut this off. like cut this bit here and then do over like that, and then we'd be good. So we could just cut off like this layer of potatoes. I mean, not now, but when we eventually need to get there. You know what I mean? Yeah, which would work just fine. You know, because we could do one less layer of potatoes, but we could also expand it out, like maybe this way a little bit, and then we could do another set of 3 rooms, and then, you know, eventually, when we start to get more people. Oh man, okay, here we go. So we need to name this place. We are gonna name it. What should we name it? I think Streamtown? No. We're gonna name it Game Cliches. Done. This community is now known as Game Cliches. That's great. I like that. That's a good name. So, cut some trees. Yeah, I feel good about this as a defensible position because basically what we can do is when we get raided, we can kind of bring everyone into here. When people raid, even if we don't set up deadfall traps, they're going to have to go through this area anyway and sort of funnel through right here. So we could actually move these sandbags back to like here, and then they have this whole distance to cover. We could do like sandbags here and sandbags here. So we could do like melee guys here. We could do like melee guys here, ranged guys here, and then maybe do like up here. Well, you know what? We're going to have to go cross that bridge when we get there. Probably going to want to build out this direction, like into here. And then I feel like in terms of expansion, I feel like south is going to be the way to go. And we can just sort of yeah, we'll deal with that when we get there. We'll get through our first raid, and then we'll kind of go from there. So look at hay grass. Wow, growing time is 5 days. Jesus, it's pretty ludicrous. What do we need to build this butcher table? We need 95 wood. Why are we not building it? We have 95 wood. Oh, we don't have 95 wood. Like, not even a little bit. Okay. So who's cutting wood? It should probably be... Nobody really has plank. Oh, it's Rindal who has plank cut. But he's currently hunting. Right. So you know... I'm going to disable... Stop hunting that. He's hunting a tortoise. I'm just going to stop his hunting because there's no point in hunting if we can't butcher the creatures that he's hunting. Oh. Cancel. Salmon area. Well, yeah, because he's a grower, so that's fine. I mean, we'll have him do growing. Yeah, I mean, that's okay if he's doing growing now. I mean, we could just have him do the growing and stuff. And I mean, we don't necessarily, like I said, we have, what do we have? 8 meals? Oh, plus because we, okay, yeah. So we're fine on food. So we can have him do that. That's totally fine. So he's going to cut, and then he's going to sow, and then he's going to cut trees. I'm just going to expand our wood cutting a little bit, I think. Because in doing so, we're going to get more wood, which is one of our main resources at this point that we are going to need.